6 a.m. in the morning. I'm on this Wednesday morning, January 26, 2022, with the Wickmar News in Norton. This is Peter Channel Morning News for this Wednesday morning, January 26, 2022. Good morning to you all this lovely Wednesday morning, January 26, 2022. We got a temperature of 21 degrees in North Massachusetts. Here are the headlines at 6 a.m. on this Wednesday morning. Russia steps up propaganda war amid Ukraine tensions. The California City, this Silicon Valley city, just voted in its student to First Nation gun ownership requirements. Likelihood of major winter storm on Saturday continues to grow. Blizzard conditions possible. CDC study finds short hospital stay during Arabia as infections and death toll mount. Police party investigations up pressure on Boris Johnson. Omicron's new variant cause of BA2 has arrived in the US, but don't panic yet, experts said. Coast Guard searching for 39 people off Florida coast after suspected smuggling boat capsizes. New York mask mandate back in effect after Judge Grant's stay. Electric grid is attractive target for domestic violent extremists in U.S., Intel brief said. After coup in Burkina Faso, report sources turn to Russia for help. U.S. planned sanctions export controls against Russia that invades Ukraine. A COVID-stricken Austrian aid ship is headed for virus-free Tonga. How Ukraine's leaders have responded to the Russian threat. Tobacco leaders on NASA represented Tuesday availability that most of the U.S. chip manufactured and improving the nation's ability to compete against China. California prosecutors said they have charged a teenager with murder for selling a fentanyl laced pill to a 12-year-old girl who died from an overdose. Representative Melanie Stansbury tests positive for COVID-19. California Governor Newsom lawmakers announced deal for paid sick leave. Attleboro area jobless rates fall to near pre-pandemic levels. Attleboro resident Julie Hall to kick off campaign for Congress. After 2 years battling COVID, battle of the pandemic stayed as strong. Seagal police win grant to create regional problem included Mansfield, Rehoboth, farmers help individuals in crisis. North Attleboro, after more than a month of passing out free rapid test kits to residents of town, all the Board of Health will be winding down the program down this week. Company to hold outreach session on Thursday on plans for marijuana business in Norton. Look at South Shore Plaza needs a step up man wants more mall security in Braintree. After Gary Simpson's death, prosecutors fight to preserve conviction, and Labor Department sues Norwell Company over millions in labor violations. Take a look at stocks now. Down 66.77 at 34,297.73. S&P 500 53.68 at 43.56.45. And NASDAQ down 353.83 at 13,539.29. It's 21 degrees at 6:03. Fab stretch. Bentley to invest $3.4 million exclusively over EVs by 2030. North Carolina's zoo temporarily closing its bird habitat amid avian flu outbreak. Out of control SpaceX rocket on collision course to the moon. And now, sports time at 6:04. Boston Celtics Thumped the Sacramento Kings last night at the Garden, 128-75. At Norton Lancers girls varsity basketball team dropped 63-47 decision to the Medfield Warriors last night, while the Norton Lancers boys basketball team fell 57-53 to Medfield. Tonight, Boston Celtics. Tonight, the Norton Lancers will be taking on the Sharon Eagles at 6:30 p.m. at the Rock Gym. And tonight, the Boston Bruins will be in Colorado, taking on the Colorado Avalanche at 10 o'clock out in Denver. Peter Cheladusai is 605. Rising Club is response after not being elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame. James Harden, 33-point triple-double, not enough as the Lakers defeat Nets 106-96 at LA. Peter Cheladusai, 605. If you're leaving for work, make sure you have your keys and your badge and your lunch with you, and let's take a look at the traffic and transit check on this for Wednesday morning. Beep! On the MTA Newburyport line, train 144-49A from Newburyport does operate 5-10 minutes basket between Riverworks and Off Station, and the ferries and the subway systems are looking good on the MBTA. And now, let's take a look at the highways and byways of New England. Southeast Expressway at northbound side, so between Breakthrough Split Town and downtown Boston. Route 1 southbound, so between Chelsea and Charlestown. The Pike eastbound side, little so on the Southeast Expressway and central westbound sideways on 190 southbound side, little slow in Leominster area. And Northern New England highways are looking good. And now, look at the weather situation at 6:06. A winter storm is expected on Saturday. Heavy snow, strong winds, coastal flooding, and dangerous seas are possible. Storm track and intensity will determine the exact impacts. Okay, let's take a look at the forecast discussion. High pressure brings the Northern air mass to the region today and tonight. Not quite as cold Thursday afternoon, along with less wind, but nonetheless remain colder than normal. Then, all eyes turn to a powerful coastal storm for Friday night and Saturday night, which will likely impact at least portion of the region with heavy snow, strong winds, and coastal flooding. And dangerous seas have a still some uncertainty, and an exact storm track intensity will have a direct impact on the storm events and have a storm details. Dry weather returns with below normal temperatures on Sunday. Arctic air mass slowly overspreads the region of the cold northwest drainage flow with 925 millibars. Temperatures lower to about 14 Celsius, 16 Celsius at day's end. This strong low-level cold air eventually will precede much of any temperature rise from temperatures early this morning. Given this and shallow nature, the cold air mass lead toward the colder guidance sources that have arrived higher temperatures today. These only yield high in the low to mid-20s, upper teens from the much of the western central Massachusetts. It'll be feel a bit colder on the west of the northwest winds, 10-20 miles an hour, highest winds over the Cape County Islands. Okay, let's take a look at the forecast. Goes like this. Today, sun's got about 24 degrees, northwest about 5 to 9 mile an hour. For tonight, clouds got low around 0 degrees, northwest about 3 to 7 mile an hour. For Thursday, sun's got about 26 to 18 degrees. Cloudy coming south at 5 to 7 mile an hour in the afternoon. For Friday, slight chance of snow afternoon. Clouds got about 36 degrees. Southwest about 3 to 7 mile an hour, chance of 20%. Friday night, snow like May after 1 a.m. Clouds got about 28 degrees. Like wind northward decreasing to 6 to 11 mile an hour midnight. Winds gets high as 22 mile an hour, chance of 70%. New snow convention of 2 to 4 inches possible. Saturday, snow under 27 degrees, a low 13 degrees. Plus, it would have north about 16 20 mile an hour gets high as 36 mile an hour, chance of 80%. Sunday, most of the time got about 26 low, 7 mile and north is about 9 to 13 mile an hour gets high as 25 mile an hour for Monday. Size got about 31 low 12 mile and Calvin coming to northwest about 5 mile an hour for Tuesday. Most of the time got about 37 degrees. Calvin coming to westbound 5 mile an hour. Right now, not in it. First guys at 21 degrees. That's giving computer channel morning news for this January 26th, 2022 on a Wednesday morning. Peter Wiggins, if you have a commodity about the agents, they say, be part of me, be well. Have a good day.